What's up, guys? So here is that unboxing video I told you about. This is my new helmet that I ordered. I ordered this from, it's an eBay seller. I think it's Foxtrot Airsoft or something like that, but JK Army sells these. Shooter CB Gear has them, and I think PX Airsoft might have them as well. Before I ordered this, these came out I think around October 31st is when I first saw them on stores. I normally check JK Army, Shooter CB Gear, and PX Airsoft for new stuff that's coming out on the market. And Dev T6, they have a thread dedicated to like new replicas and stuff like that. And I think this was on the thread at Dev T6, and I was waiting to see if anybody was going to pick one up and maybe do a video overview or maybe a detailed picture review or something like that, but I didn't see anything, so I went ahead and purchased one. I haven't seen any videos, and the only place I've really seen a replica of these is I think on Instagram. I think a Philippine airsofter has one of these, and he recommended it. I messaged him and asked him what he thought about it. So let's get this open and we'll see how it is. Both these items are made by FMA. First thing in here, this is the FMA UTK. This is a replica of the Unity Tactical Knuckle Mount. So it comes in this neat little case. Open it up, and you have the various pieces. I mainly bought this because it was like $10, mainly as like a proof of concept type deal. If this works out and the setup I like, I'll probably just get a real one just to have it. It's not very expensive, but you get the various pieces in here. I mainly got this to mount my Contour Roam to this new helmet, because I don't think anybody makes a contour mount for the rail style that this helmet has. It's not arc rails, so my existing contour mount will not work. So there's that. I may do a separate video on this once I get it set up, but there's that neat little case. This was like $10, so pretty good packaging for that. Moving on to the main thing, this is the FMA. Move this out of the way. This is the FMA replica of the MTEK Flux helmet. Kind of spin it around for you. Whenever these MTEK Flux helmets first came out, I thought they were really cool, mainly with how the shape of the helmet, it really contours back towards the neck area. It's a really nice shape, and I think the rails, the way they look, the helmet is just really nice looking, I think. It's got a ton of Velcro on it, as you can see there, for mounting various things. I haven't decided to run a strobe or not. I think I may get a Hel-Star 5 replica like I had. I really liked that strobe, so I may get that. This is the, I think, Coyote Brown color. They also make a tan, or this might be the Dark Earth. They might call this the Dark Earth, which is, the color is pretty spot on to the MTEK helmet. The MTEK, their coyote color or their tan color is very uniform. Everything kind of meshes together. I may paint the shell green. I had planned on painting the shell because in the pictures the shell was really shiny, but as you can see here, it almost has a nice texture to it. You can kind of hear it. Yeah, it kind of dulls the color down quite a bit. It's got a very nice finish. They also make a tan, which is more of like the ops core coloring, like a lighter tan shell with the darker tan rails and Velcro. The only thing I think detracts from the look is the mount. This is a replica of the Wilcox L4, and the gold stands out quite a bit there, and then just the base color of the shroud isn't very appealing for the rest of the helmet. So I may swap that out if it's possible. The rails, as you can see, they're a little bit different. They don't have the channels like arc rails do. So I think they're M-lock accessories. So that's the kind of style that they go for. We'll see how that fares with mounting, but I think they look nice. Hopefully there's a market for aftermarket accessories that fit rails like this. I think the Team Wendy has rails like this as well, their exfil helmet. And then you have the little strap accessory for like O2 masks and stuff like that. Moving inside the helmet, you have your standard kind of H-nape style. There's no actual nape pad back here or retention system, so they've included quite a bit of pads, but the adjustment for the straps, you kind of lift up on this and then you can slide it around. So pretty par for the course as far as the harness goes. It feels like pretty much any replica that I've seen, so probably work just fine. But the padding system is actually one of the more interesting things of this helmet. It reminds me of the Team Wendy Epic pad. I had that set in my airframe, but you have this base. It's kind of like a harder foam, not super squishy, and then you have these pads that go on top of it, and these are kind of more squishy pads, definitely softer. And they include that so you can arrange these pads however you want, and hopefully they work out well. They feel a lot harder than the Team Wendy Epic pads, so I may swap those out since it's a similar system. May swap those out to the Epic set, but we'll see how they fit. They might wear in after a while. But as far as quality of the helmet, it's definitely on par with the FMA Maritimes, or better, because the finish on the shell I think is a lot better than the FMA Maritimes. So I think FMA has definitely stepped up their game as far as helmets go. The rails feel really good. There was a comparison video I had of my FMA Maritime with the replica rails versus the real rails, and there really wasn't much of a difference. So the rails are definitely quality, and these feel quite a bit like the Maritime rails that I had from FMA. Yeah, it's a great looking helmet. Wasn't very expensive. I think these are around $50 or so, and with the FMA UTK accessory kit that I got, it was like $68 after shipping, so definitely a decent price. If you like the MTEK helmets, this is definitely pretty good. It doesn't flex like the TMC airframe used to. Definitely a solid helmet, despite it being a relatively thin shell here. So there you have it. That's the FMA MTEK helmet, MTEK Flux. I think they call it the MT helmet if you're shopping. So FMA MT helmet is what you would be looking for. Thanks for watching.